What's one cultural thing in Korea that you think only exists in Korea and not any other countries?
You guys take a lot of care of yourselves, and that's really nice. Like, I mean, with skin and makeup and checking yourselves in the mirror all the time.
Also, men's go to like Olive Young to buy like skincare and makeup, and this is so good.
Maybe like the pocha. It's like very special. Like I've never seen it anywhere I've been.
Right.
The good kimchi. That's the best. I love it. The best food. And
Okay, so thank you guys so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself, your name, your nationality?
Hi, my name is Luana. I'm from Brazil.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm from Brazil too.
How long have you been here in Korea?
Since September. So yeah, since
Right.
September.
Same?
Yeah,
Okay.
we came together.
Okay. How has Korea been for you guys?
It's kind of different from Brazil, but it's really good. Like the structure, the buildings here. So I'm living in the dorms of
Okay.
university, so it's really good. And yeah, so it's so good living here.
It's a lot of cultural differences. You have to there's good days and bad days. Like there's some days you actually feel the cultural difference very strongly.
Right.
But mainly it's a beautiful place. There's nothing I can't complain about. There's a lot of nice people too.
What do you think are some of the cultural differences? Since you said there are many cultural differences.
Stupid one, but a lot of Brazilians warn us about is the not holding the doors. It's a very stupid one, but you usually don't hold the doors. Biggest barrier we had was the language, because obviously we came to Korea not knowing fully, we know the basics, just saying thank you and please. And it's our fault though. Not, but it's it's really funny because you can see mostly the older people, the younger generation, they know English, but they usually very shy. But the older people, it's funny because they keep talking to you in Korean. You're not understanding anything, but you're trying to make it work.
Right.
But it's funny. I like.
Right. What's one thing in Korea, or what's one cultural thing in Korea that you think only exists in Korea and not any other countries?
Buy nice clothes on metro. I don't know if you have in other countries, but in Brazil we don't have this kind of thing. It's really a fashion country, so everyone looks so good with clothes and places.
It's underground mall.
Yeah.
They call it 지하상가 in Korean.
Oh, Chasanga?
Yeah, it just means underground mall.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, this is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good.
A
Right,
big
right.
difference culture thing,
Yeah.
but it's still stupid.
Okay.
You guys take a lot of care of yourselves, and that's really nice. With skin and makeup and checking yourselves in the mirror all the time. You don't see it's kind of,
That is true.
Yeah.
it's not common in other places. You see kind of embarrassing to stop and look at yourself in the mirror, but you can see everyone stops and stares at themselves.
Also, men's go to Olive Young to buy skincare and makeup, and this is so good. Really, you really take care of you guys.
It's not.
so nice.
Yeah, I do think it's not a negative thing that they cake. Yeah, right.
No, it's really
Right. No, I just think I agree with you because I go to the men's bathroom here, and they're all checking themselves out in the mirror, and they're doing the hair and stuff.
That's the point.
But you don't see that in any other country. So I think that's an interesting point as well.
I did not see that in America either,
no.
New York.
Right.
New York, they don't really. Sorry, New York. I love how it is. You see, you go to Olive Young and you see the marketing. They use guys wearing makeup. We have such a problem with that in Brazil. It's so not
They're more
cool to
Right,
wear
right.
makeup.
Their culture is more macho.
Yeah.
Olive Young, if you see, then they have a specific section where it says men's care,
Exactly.
and you have all men's product.
They have wearing lipsticks. You don't
Lipstick,
see that in other countries.
Right, that's
Yeah.
true.
So nice. I like that.
Okay. So another question: what's your favorite food in Korea?
Jjajangmyeon.
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 Okay.
So good.
Why? Why is your?
Because in Brazil we don't have any taste like that. So we have noodles, but not with that taste, and it's something really specific. But
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
I still don't have a favorite one. I'm sorry. We're trying to check out more restaurants to actually figure it out the food, but I don't have a specific one.
Okay. What do you think of Korean food in general?
Like I feel like it's usual for me. Like it's a me problem. I usually put a lot of salt in food, and here the foods are not salty at all.
That is very true.
And very like no how you say, not spicy or very 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 spicy. I love how the spices like they grow on you. It's not like you put it like you try it. It's not spicy, but as soon as you start like getting in like start getting in the middle of like the plate, it starts getting really hot.
Okay, so you're both students here in Korea. So how do you think the education here is different from your own country?
I were talking about that with my foreign friends in university, that we think that we are exchange students, so we study like the same exchange program, so it's not that hard. But we know that for Korean that were born in Korea, it's really tough, so hard, and yeah, but we don't feel that because we're foreign. Like
I have the most impossible class ever. I have an immunology class that it's so hard. Usually they make it easier because we have like the foreign students in the middle, but there's a few teachers that don't. But a main point about this education here is like the classroom is very well taught. Like you can see like you have a very like large classroom, and in the middle of it they put TVs. So if you're in the back, you can still see what the teacher is like putting on the slides. Like usually we just like peek through it. I think that's all.
yeah.
So I think my last question would be, to all the foreigners that might come to Korea in the future, what's one thing in Korea that you should avoid to do as a foreigner?
I have a good one.
She has one.
Please be understanding that not everyone speaks English. It doesn't like, you know that mostly like young generations they do, but like if you get into a restaurant with an old lady there's like probably the owner there, don't try to like get the translator, get the papago, it's gonna work perfectly, but don't try to like battle through the language barrier.
I agree.
Yeah, we always talk about that. It's the same opinion.
Yeah, it's not just in Korea. I just think like in every country that you travel to or like you live in, I think you should kind of respect the culture and the language they speak. So you should at least, you know, try to kind of speak their language.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the people there, or like even the people here in Korea, they like you more. They instantly like you more if you try to speak Korean, even if you're bad. So
Exactly. Always talking about that. It's so hard because in our university, like my university, most foreign is like, I really want to speak English here, but not everyone speak English. So you need to try, and you don't have to like talk bad like about Koreans about that. So you should.
I have a good one too.
You're right.
I feel like Korean, it's a very, no, I'm not saying it's not, it's a more, if you think about like outside culture, it's more of a girly country. So you see men coming here and having like some kind of expectation to it, and they just like, oh, but everything here is so cute. It's a cultural thing. Like being cute here is not a problem. So I think like the macho men that come here think it's kind of weird.
Right. Okay. So thank you guys so much for the interview.
Sorry for speaking too much.
No.
Sorry for
You're really good.
I speak a lot.
Sorry for not speak that much.
You guys did really great. Okay, so thank you, and I hope you have a great time here in Korea.
Nice interview. Thank you.
Really nice. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself, your name, your nationality?
Yeah. I'm Matteo. I'm from Munich, Germany, and I'm doing an exchange semester right now in Seoul at Korea University.
So how long have you been here?
Oh, it's been like 2 months now. I came on the 21st of August. So yeah, it's kind of scary because now it feels like the time's running out so quickly, and like over half is gone already. Yeah.
So you must have enjoyed the experience here in Korea.
Yeah. It's really nice. Yeah.
What's your reason for liking Korea?
I just think the culture is really nice. Like you have like such a deep history.
Okay.
And the car, like, I think it attracts a lot of people to come here. And just look around, it's so beautiful. Very nice nature. I went hiking like a few times here too. It's just a lot to do here.
What's your favorite mountain to hike?
I went yesterday actually to Bukhansan.
Oh,
that was kind of nice.
Very nice, yeah.
But I went in Sokcho a few weeks ago. I don't remember what the mountain was called. But it was really nice too. Yeah.
This is like the best season to hike right now, and the scenery is beautiful with like the yellowing of trees.
Yeah.
Tampung. You have
not
your
food,
photo?
but I have the a leaf.
Oh, okay.
A
Can you
red
just
leaf,
show the
yeah.
camera? Right, you got it from Bukhansan?
Is it focusing?
Sure.
I like at the top of our hike there was this
Right.
beautiful,
Right.
I think it's Korean acorn,
Uh-huh.
and I just picked it up and it's been in my phone case since.
Okay, that's very cool.
Really.
What do you think is different between Germany's studying culture and Korea's studying culture?
Oh, I think Koreans study way harder. Like with the midterm season a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and I went to the library at 8 p.m. and stayed here until 12.
Mm-hmm.
And when I left, the thing was completely packed. Like all the students were still studying,
Oh,
and back at home, I've
they're
never seen
studying
it.
very hard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you think Korean is a hard language to learn for foreigners?
I think it kind of depends like where you're coming from.
Okay.
I think for me personally, it's very hard. Like the structure is just very different. The sentence structure is completely like reversed from German. So yeah, I think maybe for Europeans pretty hard, but I heard that for maybe Japanese people, it's more similar and maybe like a little bit easier.
So, what's one Korean thing, or what's one Korean cultural thing that you think only exists in Korea?
Maybe like the pocha, like the
Pocha,
yeah,
oh.
it's like very special. Like I've never seen it anywhere. I've been
Right.
just like the tents in the street and
Right.
yeah, I think also like drinking culture is very big in Korea.
Do you like to go to pochas or?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. What's so good about pocha, do you think?
I think first of all the price, it's always kind of cheap.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a nice atmosphere too. Like you just
Okay.
sit,
Kind of
sit-
hang around with your friends.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you get like I got like the hot kimchi with tofu and spam.
Right,
It's like-
that's the best.
Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah,
Oh, you know it. So like
Yeah.
tubu kimchi.
Yeah.
I really love it.
it's so good. Yeah,
Yeah. And do you like makgeolli?
yeah. I
Tubu
like makgeolli.
kimchi with makgeolli. It's just
Yeah, I heard
Very
makgeolli is like the one of the like staple alcohols for like Koryo Day. Yeah, I've tried a lot, like a few times. I liked it a lot.
So is that your favorite drink, or do you have anything else?
I like the peach soju.
Ah, okay.
That one's really nice. It's just so cheap and
Right. There's so many good drinks in Korea.
Yeah.
Alcoholic drinks.
one of them that isn't good though is the beer. Like I'm sorry, but
I understand.
the Korean
Understand.
beer is just
I
not for
understand.
me. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because in Germany, the beer is very famous, and they have good beers over
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah, I was actually surprised to have some German beer here too.
Right. They have like some of the German brands, beer brands are here as well. So
Yeah, I saw a few. I was kind of surprised just going to the 7-Eleven and seeing like
Okay.
things I know from back home.
right. So other than the drink, what's your favorite Korean food in general?
I really like fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Wait, let me check. I have a list.
All right. You even have a list for it. Okay. You have here. You have like 할매 떡볶이,
I've not tried
shabu shabu. 등촌 칼국수 is a really
shabu
good
shabu I
one.
tried 2 nights ago.
Myeongdong-gyeoja is a really good one too. You have this list is spot on. I recommend all of them. We talked a lot of good things about Korea. Do you have anything that you don't like about Korea?
I think like one thing that was like kind of weird for me was that like a lot of people spit in the street.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like it's just like so surprising. But it's just like I don't know. I've probably had to do it at home too, probably. But here it's just like I noticed it way more.
Okay.
So, and also, what's kind of weird, like after the lectures in Germany, you knock on the table, like to show respect to the teacher, and
Right.
I mean it's not something big, but it's just like every time when the lecture ends, everybody just like stands up
Right.
and walks away, and I'm like kind of want to knock out of habit.
What's one culture shock that you felt since you came here?
Okay, one thing I noticed is when I first came here, I tried to buy cutlery for my apartment because I want to eat bread in the morning, like for breakfast.
Oh, German people love their bread.
Yeah. And I went to a big E-Mart,
Right.
like a very 3-story E-Mart,
Right.
and I went to the cutlery section, and I walked around for 20 minutes, and the only thing I could find was a spoon and chopsticks. And I asked the employees, and I showed them like a picture of a knife, and they helped me search, and even they couldn't find it.
Right. When you eat something that is kind of considered Western,
Yeah.
let's say, they use those cutleries, so fork and knife, but usually they don't use them.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely gotten better with the chopsticks. Like, that was kind of like a little concern for me because I never use like chopsticks at home.
Okay.
But it goes really well.
Is there anything that you want to say to Korean audience, just in general?
Yeah, I think like thank you for for having such a cool country. Like I've only met nice Korean people.
Okay.
It's been really nice, and
Right.
yeah, I really like it. Come to Germany. Munich is really nice.
You seem like a really nice person, so I'm sure that all of Koreans will appreciate you as well.
Sure. Yeah,
So thank you so much.
no problem.
Thank you so much for the interview. Can you briefly introduce yourself, your name, your nationality?
Yeah, hello, my name is Jonas, and I'm from Germany.
Okay. Right. So how long have you been traveling here?
It's our third day.
So now you're in Seoul Soup. In Korean, they call it tampung, the yellowing of trees. What do you think of this tampung in Seoul Soup?
Yeah, it's very beautiful. The trees, I don't know which trees they are, but yeah, it's cool. It's yeah, the atmosphere is a little bit romantic. Yeah.
I'm sure you have tried many Korean foods so far. So what has been your favorite Korean food?
Oh yeah, we like Korean barbecue. We had yesterday a very, very good barbecue, and yeah, the meat was excellent, very fresh. Yeah, the side dishes all good. Belly pork, and ribs, and yeah, beef steak. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the question that I was asking all foreigners today.
Yeah.
So what do you think is one Korean thing that only exists in Korea?
The good kimchi. Oh, that's the best. I love it. It's the best food. And I also like that in Korean the metro is very quiet, and everyone takes care of each other. That's very great. Yeah. And the style of the people are completely different. Very cool styles here comparing to Germany. Germany is a little bit lame.
So what do you mean by lame? Like, how do you think the fashions are kind of different?
Yeah, the German fashion is not so aggressive. Aggressive is the right word, I would say. We're more
like this chino pants.
Yeah, and
kind of comfy kind of.
Yeah.
To the foreign travelers who might come to Korea, what's one thing you think they should avoid doing in Korea?
I think your criminal rate is very low, and yeah, I think foreigners. I don't know if they bring the crime to the country, thieves and so on, but yeah, be nice. It's a very good point as a foreigners. Yeah, show respect to everyone, and yeah, then you get also the respect back, and yeah.
Right. So why do you think the criminal rate is so low in Korea?
Yeah, I think it's lower than Germany. In Germany it's low, but here I think it's lower.
Like,
I don't know. I walk around and I feel safe. And I also read it in the internet that yeah, Korea is safe.
what's one thing in Korea that you think you can only do in Korea?
Yeah, the food market. I think, yeah, the food market. We visited the food market today, and I think it was a very great experience. We ate a lot of good food, and yeah, some older Korean grannies cooked them in the small in the small stores there in the middle, and I think that's a typical Korean thing, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right. So thank you so much for the interview. I hope you have a great travel.
Okay, thank you. Take care of you.
네.
감사합니다.